What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bearcats will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start.
There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Washington. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will have its first possession of the game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Quickly to the tight end. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Works the middle of the field. Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Bearcats are on the move.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
From the gun, the running back has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Finding an escape route. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Washington. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up play.
Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely...
Touchdown, Buffaloes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in this situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Welsh. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Right on the money. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give from the gun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. Got his man to the left. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He's got it. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term.
Turning it on! That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field. And they've got it at the 27. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Back's going for the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Harris. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Delivers the stiff arm. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. This time he's got his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Welch. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snags it inside the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
To the air on first down. It's caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
He wants it all. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And here they come, almost all the way back.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Colorado, 35. Cincinnati, 23.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down.
kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Looking for space. It's Welsh. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes down the right side. He's at the touchdown Bearcats. And the comeback is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the front.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Buffaloes will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Punt is in the air. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Moses. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They're going back to the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Jumped on top of the pile.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Here he goes breaking the pocket, trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Running back searching for a hole.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quick strike complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working the middle, it's complete.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
This is an offense that obviously practices 2-minute situations, but they're not executing it right now, and I don't like the play call. You got to be throwing to the sticks or you got to be throwing to the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Give to the running back. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Takes it the other way, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff to the single back. Turning it on. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol.
Let's go! Let's go!
Rides the back on the option, the give. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Got room at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Wants to go up top on first down. On target.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell they were ready.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and
gonna take a shot. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was